William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We are here at the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board meeting, the agency known as DART to Dallas, Texas residents. As a service to the Dallas community, we plan to cover DART board meetings from gavel to gavel. Public comments are required to keep DART board aware of issues close to the ridership that they may not get through other resources.
6:35, and the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board of Directors is now in session. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from October 30th, 2018. If no one has any edits or changes, do I have a motion for approval? Ms. Smith and okay, we have Ms. Smith, Mayor Stover, and Michelle. Okay. All in favor? Or not in favor, just vote. I think you go there always, trade this with all this.
Wait, I'm sitting there. There you go.
She voted on it. No.
This is you. No.
I'm having a technical glitch, I apologize. No. Are we good?
Yes, we're good. All right.
All right, the next item, the motion passes. The next item on the agenda is public comment. All right. The first speaker tonight is Jim Scherbeck.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. And the next speaker is Kenneth Newton.
Hi, my name's Jim Scherbeck.
Oh, hang on.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Do I have to do it every time I do? Okay, I'm being told by our counsel I have to read the disclaimer that I read to y'all every time, and I apologize. I should have followed that. And this will not take off from your time. All right. This is the general public comments will be allowed at the beginning of each DART board meeting for a total of 30 minutes, and again at the end of the meeting when the 30-minute period does not accommodate all persons who have signed up to speak. If you wish to speak at the end of the meeting, please fill out a public speaker card and turn it into board support staff prior to the start of the meeting. Individuals who have addressed the board in the past 30 days will be recognized to speak during the public comment period at the end of the meeting. During the public comment period, board members may not interact with the speakers or board members by asking questions or offering their own comments. Members of the public are reminded that their behavior during DART board meetings is governed by the DART board code of conduct for citizens, news media, and visitors. Personal attacks, impertinent or slanderous remarks, and boisterous conduct will not be allowed. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to address the board. The green light on the podium will indicate when you can begin speaking. The yellow light indicates that you have 1 minute, and the red light indicates that your time is expired. And now we'll go back to you and start over again. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I understand what we're going to do that. My name is Jim Scherbeck. I'm with a local clean air group that is now 25 years old called Down Winters at Risk. We began 25 years ago in the field of East Base. We're headquartered just down the street on the Latimer. And we changed our focus from just the cement plants and then looking at the air pollution issues and all of DFW. I'm here tonight specifically to invite you to an event that we're having on December 6th, courtesy of your buses, Proterra buses, and our willpower. And it's a pub crawl. And it's 3 stops. You get 3 drinks and a Ram Dodge meal. If you don't know about them, please Google them. It's a culinary store in Dallas, and we'll let you have them. It all just costs $25. And you also get a presentation by the co-founder of Proterra Electric Bus Company, the largest electric bus manufacturer in the U.S. And the folks that you just bought the 6 or 7 Demon buses from. We're doing this not because of climate change necessarily, although that's an important reason, not because of smog necessarily, although that's another important reason, but because of a pollution, kind of pollution that you probably haven't heard of before, called particulate matter. And this is the soot that comes out of the engine or flame or boiler or furnace. And buses, as it turns out, produce a lot of this stuff, including natural gas buses. And so we are now about a campaign to see that all transit agencies and all ISDs eventually convert to electric buses, because it turns out you can actually reduce emissions by quite a bit and improve your performance as a public transit agency. The operating costs of these kinds of buses go down quite a bit. As you can imagine, the initial costs are still high, but this is why we want you to enter into talks with ISDs and so on to increase your purchasing power to make those costs go down. The future is clearly electric. If you look around the country at what other ISDs and other cities are doing, they're purchasing these buses in bulk and pledging to go all electric by 2035. So this is kind of a fun way to introduce you to this subject, we hope, and that it will provide a little bit of alcohol, stops along the way, rolling presentations about why this is a good idea, and a stop with a presentation there at, we hope, your recharging station at the convention center. We want to redo that to kind of a pop-up restaurant. We're talking to staff about how we can do that. It's a fun, easy to learn way about this issue. We hope you are interested enough to attend. You get to come for free. And for instance, there's a Ram Dog pop-up dinner in Louisville this Thursday that's costing you $65 to $75, so it's quite a discount. You all come if you can. We'd like to entertain your questions and concerns about this, and we'd also like to advocate for the eventual full electrification of the DART fleet. For those of you who don't know, particulate matter is an insidious kind of pollution that also affects cognitive abilities as well as just causing other kinds of lung diseases and so forth. Appreciate your interest. You're all welcome to come. Please let us know if you have any questions or concerns.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much, appreciate it. Our next speaker is Kenneth Newton, followed by Maria Reyes.
Hi, thank you. My name is Kenneth Newton, power transit rider. And I'd like to know, does DART follow the ADA topic guides on power transit? Because as far as on-time performance, I don't think they are. Which you call out, if you change somebody's ride, if someone's ride is changed, DART is supposed to notify that person, and they're not doing it. I keep a butcher book, and the only way I know of my ride, I call in at night to check it. There's sometimes the ride is going to change. Sometimes, fine, in the morning, I'm supposed to get a call out 10 minutes before. Sometimes the call comes 20 minutes before. Sometimes it comes when I'm on the bus. Now, anytime I make a comment, I am referencing the ADA's topic guide. These were done by Mrs. Marilyn Golden of Turkey. I just spoke with her in February. Your ADA compliance officer, they don't do these anymore. That's bad news for him. These have not been changed. And, again, I'm caught in the middle of somewhere. I might have a seizure. And I give, if my pickup is at 10 o'clock, which is 10:20, I give them until 10:30 before I call in. When I do call, your ride has been changed to 11 o'clock. Fine. Why do you call me and tell me this? Sometimes I don't get a call out, but when I do get home, and I check my calls, the call out came to my landline. My call out in the morning sometimes have come to my landline. And guess what? Coming in at night, I call out with a private number. Thank you.
Mr. Newton, would you like to speak to Doug Douglas, the head of our program?
Yes, I spoke to Paratransit. I think the last time I was here, I said, you don't want to hear anything. So I'm from New York. And I told you, I dealt with MB, and I warned her that you just made the worst mistake couldn't pay, when he did. And what my parents told me, I'm sorry, I have to say it, I told you so.
Well, Mr. Douglas is the vice president over that area. If you didn't speak to him, you did not.
I spoke to him. And
Okay.
I didn't even know who he was
Okay.
at the ADA meeting when they announced it.
Okay,
That's what I told him, just made the first mistake.
just wanted to give you the option. Thank you. Next speaker, Ms. Reyes, followed by Ms. Richardson.
Vengo a exponer una queja de un problema que tuvimos en el transporte en la ruta 110.
I want to discuss a concern that we've had with Route 110
Con el chofer H.R. Brown.
with operator H. Brown.
El día 31 de agosto a las 7:15 de la mañana
On August 31st, 2018, at 7:13 a.m.,
nos disponíamos a subir al bus,
we were getting off the bus,
mi esposo y yo.
my husband and I.
Mi esposo no ve, él está totalmente ciego.
My husband is completely blind.
Yo le dije al chofer, I need the ramp. Le dije 3 veces, I need the ramp.
She told the operator that they needed the ramp. She told him 3 times.
Pensando que el chofer, como el chofer no hacía nada, yo pensé que el chofer no me entendía.
And because the operator did not do anything, she assumed he did not understand her.
Le dije a mi esposo, dígale que necesitamos la rampa.
So I told my husband to tell the operator we needed the ramp.
Y tampoco le hizo caso.
And he did not listen to him either.
Se paró bien enojado del asiento,
He got up from his seat very upset,
se nos dejó venir encima
and he came towards us,
y quería quitarme el carrito con el que yo muevo a mi esposo. Quería quitarme el carrito con el que yo muevo a mi esposo.
he wanted to take the cart, the wheelchair that I pushed my husband in.
Me interpuse en el carro y mi esposo para que no lo fuera a golpear.
So I got between the cart and my husband and the operator, so he went
Para que el
back
chofer no fuera a golpear a mi esposo.
because I didn't want the operator to hurt my husband.
Como pude, subí a mi esposo al camión y subí el carrito porque nunca nos quiso poner la rampa y quedó tanto así de distancia de la banqueta y el bus. No podíamos subir al camión.
I put the chair and my husband onto the bus in a manner that I was able to, and it was very hard because there wasn't very much room between where the bench was and where the bus was at without the use of the ramp.
Cuando nos subimos, había al lado derecho y al lado derecho había una silla de ruedas.
When we got on the bus, to the right side, there was a wheelchair.
Al lado izquierdo había una carriola con un bebé.
And on the left side, there was a baby carriage.
Yo no pude cruzar por el pasillo para ir al asiento de atrás a entrar a mi esposo.
I could not go through to get to the back of the bus to sit my husband down.
Entonces empezó el chofer a decir que por qué no nos sentábamos. Y yo le dije a mi esposo, dígale que vamos 4 blocks adelante y aquí nos vamos a ir parados.
The operator asked why we wouldn't go sit down, and I told my husband to tell the operator that we were only going to go 4 blocks down, so we would just stand.
El chofer dijo, el bus no va más.
So the operator said that the bus would not move,
Entonces le habló a la policía.
and he called the police.
Llegó la policía,
The police arrived,
llegó el supervisor,
and the supervisor,
nos bajaron del camión
they removed us from the bus,
Y no nos llevaron a ninguna parte.
and they did not take us anywhere.
Esperamos el siguiente bus.
We waited for the next bus,
Le dije a mi esposo, vamos a las oficinas que están en la calle 5.
and I told my husband, we're gonna go to the offices that are on Peak.
Fuimos, hablamos con Sandra Castro.
We went and spoke to Sandra.
Y dijo que iba a solucionar este problema.
And she said she would find a solution for this issue,
No hizo nada.
but she did nothing.
Cuando veníamos de regreso de la oficina de ella, de la señora,
Could you ask her if she'd like to speak to Harold Humphrey about this, if you don't mind helping her with that? Thank you, both of you, appreciate it. The next speaker is Marvin Reese, followed by Chantel Richardson.
Thank you, Chairman, President, the Board. My comments today in reference to a meeting that I attended the Drug Board about, and it's about 2 months ago, when you had the team get together with their maps outlining what the announcement will be some way. And they mentioned the removal as part of the development of the T-Bellevue station. Well, there's a lot of development in the T-Bellevue station area. And a number of those developments are using the T-Bellevue station as part of their walking to say, the proximity to, the park is commercial, residential, and the whole 9 yards. So either someone from the north needs to be aware that that's going to change in, 2-3 years, because they're using this water there too.
Would you like to speak with Steve Solin? Steve Solin, he's standing up right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you very much. Chantel Richardson, followed by Marilyn Banks.
First, I would like to say good evening. I hope all are well. My name is Chantel Richardson. This year marks my 30th year with DART serving the community. It is also the year that I have retired. Within those 30 years, I have experienced and witnessed the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ugly of DART, as in any family. When you spend 30 years with a company, they become a part of you. It is my belief that DART can one day be considered as one of the Fortune 500 companies, best of the best out of 22 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. However, that, in my opinion, can only be achieved by changing the culture of abuse of power in management. I have given you administrative practice concerns. I've had passed those out. It looks just like this here. These are my concerns. You should have those on your desk. My first concern is the policies. We have 3 policies here at DART. I would hope that the board review those policies. We have the hourly employee manual, the HEM, which is the closest to being a complete policy. We have the administrative employee manual, the AEM. I say this policy is the intent to discriminate policy. And we have the evasive policy, which really is not a policy but management uses. It is called the perception employee manual. It's the catalyst used by management to amend both HEM and the AEM at Wheels. Which brings me to my second concern. This policy was used when the administrative assistants went to the DEO department to complain about a grievance when it had to do with PMP ratings. Now, not much was done about that. We filed a grievance, we received meeting notifications, and meeting notification was canceled, rescheduled again, only to have Mr. Warren and Mr. Muhammad say that we were on a witch hunt. To my surprise, it was kind of shocking, but that's what we received. Well, from that meeting, they canceled the next meeting. We had to appeal. There was a lot going on between the HEM policy and the AEM policy. And we ended up having to reschedule the meeting with Mr. Jesse Oliver, who told us in the meeting that he could do whatever he wanted to do. Well, he did just that. We never got a response from him as to a resolution. I have much more to say, but I'm sure someone will get with me in regards to these matters.
Mr. Thomas will check into it for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Marilyn Banks, followed by Nikki Stolas.
Good afternoon, Chairman and board members. I'm Marilyn Banks, and I'm over here to add to what Mr. Richardson has just said in regards to preferential treatment and equal opportunities non-compliance. I have 3 examples here today. One is Julie Nelson, Ignacio Aguilar, and myself, Marilyn Banks. Julie was denied training because she had excessive work responsibility. Ignacio was accused of being a micromanager in his division and was involuntarily moved. And myself, after 24 years of being an acknowledged position as assistant to senior manager with no opportunities to advance, I have applied several times in many positions and was denied. So therefore, even after all of the education attained, it meant nothing to her. There was a great deal of preferential treatment regarding promotions. So therefore, this ends my comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Banks. Is Nikki Stolas here? Yep. Okay. And Ms. Stolas will be followed by Sherilyn Samuel.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nikki Stolas. I'm a little nervous being anyway, I'm a downtown homeowner and an avid user of DART, and I'm really here just to compliment you on a system that I think is fantastic. I am a flight attendant, and I choose not to have a car. If I did, the parking at DFW airport is $600 a year. DART is a very economical way for me to get to work, as I usually leave around the time that the daycare is on $2. I think the new app is fantastic. It's so user-friendly. I used to have to run to the machine to use a credit card, and sometimes the train would leave, and now it's just easy for me to buy the fare on my way to the DART station, and I live a block and a half away. So it's very convenient. I'm a very big fan of the See Something, Say Something app. I have actually used it twice. I feel for the most part DART is incredibly safe to use. However, there are times that there are things going on that are not on up and up. And I felt incredibly useful when I used it because I had one-on-one conversations with whoever was on the member end as the time was going on, and the police were there very quickly. The only place, I really do love the police presence on DART as well, because I think it makes the ride seem a little bit safer for those who are unsure about taking it. The only place I would really like to see police presence more is the orange and red line when it leaves Pearl Station and goes to Sea Place. It's completely underground there, there is no cell service or anything, so if there was something that happened, there's no way to contact someone, so that could maybe be an improvement. I'm a huge fan of the 722 D-Link bus, I call it the King bus. I'm going to be very sad if it goes away, as are a lot of my friends, that people that live in our building use it constantly. It's a great way to go to DeKalb or eating out or wherever. I do think that it is a little underused by people who live downtown. Maybe marketing could be done a little bit better because a lot of people don't even know that it exists. And I think it's a huge asset, as is the trolley and all the other aspects of dirt. That's really all I have to say. Keep up the good work. I really enjoy taking dirt, and I hope it continues to be successful city events. Thank you.
Thank you. Sherilyn Samuels. And the Samuels is followed by Vinton Payne.
Sherilyn Samuel. Tonight I'm coming out of Psalm 7, verses 1 to 17. Oh Lord my God, I come to you for protection. Rescue me and save me from all who persecute me. Or else like a lamb, they will carry me off where no one can save me, and they will turn me to pieces. Oh Lord my God, if I have wronged anyone, if I have betrayed a friend, or without cause done violence to my enemies, if I have done any of these things, then let my enemies pursue me and catch me. Let my enemies catch me. Let them cut me down and kill me and leave me lifeless on the ground. Raise your anger against the furies of my enemy. Stand up against my enemy. Arouse yourself and help me. Justice is what you demand. So bring together all the people around you and rule over them from above. You are the judge of all people. Judge in my favor, O Lord. You know that I am innocent. You are a righteous God and judge our thoughts and desires. Stop the wickedness of evildoers and reward those who are good. God is my protector. He saves those who obey him. God is a righteous judge and always condemns the wicked. If they do not change their ways, God will sharpen his sword. He will bend his bow and make it ready. He takes up his deadly weapons and aim his burning arrow. See how wicked people think of evil. They plan trouble and practice deception. But in traps they set for others, them themselves get caught. So they are punished by their own evil and are hurt by their own violence. I thank the Lord for his justice. I sing praises to the Lord, the Most High. I would have let the lamp down. I would have informed those people that both wheelchair places were already there. That operator did the right thing by not moving the bus. The supervisor and the police came out, did the right thing, removed them from the bus. But what they did not do, they exposed the path, transported them. So don't go out that operator, check the supervisor.
Vinton Payne, followed by Geraldine McDaniel.
Hello, I am here on behalf of Scott Morgan, who could not make it due to the family and funeral today. Scott wants to offer some comments, and he's not speaking on behalf of any other organization or group, just himself and his business. Through meetings with Art and other stakeholders, Scott is interested in pursuing the option of the D2 alignment continuing to run down Commerce Street underground, under I-345, and then the daylight near the Baylor Medical Station eastbound, and along the lateral northbound. He believes the strategy will not affect the epic development at Allen and Good Ladder in Deep Ellum, or the current problems of the M Street Park Garage, Carpenter Park, and the columns along 345. The strategy eliminates roughly 90% of the condemnation needs as opposed to current alignment.
Most of this subway alignment will also be along the right of way currently owned by DART for the city of Dallas. The strategy allows for maximum flexibility regarding the future of I-345. The tunnel could be roughly 70 feet below grade as opposed to the current 15-foot depth along I-345 crossing. The strategy would eliminate the reverse curve and the current change to the LPA that DART is investigating. The strategy also maintains the ability for high-density development of certain parcels in the eastern and downtown Dallas. DART and others believe that the alignment has been set, but is now being changed as we see, and I think Scott and many other stakeholders are very interested to see that any alignments that deviate from the current LPA are once again brought to City Council and evaluated. And I believe that should be it.
Thank you, Mr. Payne.
Oh, one last comment. The alignment that was presented by Mr. Saline at today's planning committee meeting was appreciated, but I believe that we have some ideas regarding how to lower costs with refinements along that line.
Thank you, Mr. Payne. Our last speaker for the first segment is Geraldine McDaniel. Is Ms. McDaniel here? Oh, I see her. Okay.
Good evening or afternoon to everyone. I came mostly for a couple of issues, because the lady, I wanted to make one comment about that pink bus. I wish they would keep it. I wish they would put it back on Jefferson, because we need it on Jefferson. But that's not what, I'm just making a remark about what she has said. But my two issues today is about the amenities and the handwritings. And I had a death in my family, my sister passed, and my cousin, and everything, and I've been stressed out along with other issues. And Friday was the worst day of all. City Hall, they called me for a special meeting at 10 to 12, and a handwriting. And then I was supposed to go to a Thanksgiving party around 4 or something, and I was supposed to go to my sister's wake at 7 p.m. The handwriter was running late, and it carried me all over the world, almost they had added 2 more people on after I was on the thing, and I couldn't get to meet the place. I mean, when I got to the party, I didn't have no time that hour to stay, because it was about 5 for to go too late. And then I had, and they said by the time I got there, I wasn't waiting on time. So then I had to get somebody else to take me to the wake on Friday. And I just can't go through this here. The handwriting is terrible. And I was, the said he was supposed to talk to me time too, but I never get to hear from him. And then when I come back Friday evening, of course the city had been working on the street, and they had barricaded it. The supervisor had went out of town, left another man in charge, and he had blockaded. He wasn't supposed to blockade me, but they did. They didn't. The other guy didn't know. And in the meantime, Monday, the first time I could get to it, and I called the guy, the field supervisor, for Doug to get me some bus stops. We didn't have no bus stops for a mile where I could catch the bus and go anywhere. Because they had a temporary bus stop there in front of my house where I could catch the regular bus. So the supervisor did get me one on my side of the street, but still I don't have one to come back. So it's been 2 days. So I need to see somebody in the ministry that I get this thing taken care of tomorrow. I got to get 8 people.
Ms. McDaniels, would you like to speak speak to Doug Douglas now, he's here.
Yeah, and what about amenities?
Well, that would be somebody else.
So that's what
The
I
way that she said, sorry, Mr. Thomas said that Doug could also listen to that.
Who?
Doug Douglas can also listen to your concerns about amenities. Your time is up. That's-
Yeah, I understand.
I know you do. You feel better and talk to Doug.
And I'd also like to see, Mr. Ted, good. Yeah, I need to talk to you too.
Mike Lesko,
Yeah,
Mr. Lesko's coming up too, so you can talk to both of them.
okay. Will do.
Okay.
I just need to get the bill service.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. We're going to close the public comment period for the first part of the meeting, and we're going to go back into our regular agenda. The first two items, or actually three, are on the consent agenda, but we're going to separate them because items 5 and 6 requires a 2/3 vote. So we will take item 4 first, and that would be, Mr. Kelly.
Madam Chair, I'm pleased to make a motion for a contract modification to upgrade the board committee meeting recording equipment.
Do I have a second? Okay, I hear a motion and a second. Please vote. The motion passes. The items 5 and 6 are also Mr. Dillon, and these are the 2/3 votes.
I'll move for approval of both of these items together. The first is the approval of the 17th supplemental debt resolution to authorize the Bank Act commercial paper program, and the second being an approval of the 18th supplemental debt resolution to authorize an extendable commercial paper program.
We have a motion, is there a second? Mayor Slagle seconds. Please vote. Motion passes, both motions pass. The first individual item is number 7, and that is Mr. Dillon also.
All right, and I'm also pleased to make a motion for a naming rights agreement with Southern Methodist University.
And a second from Mayor Slagle. Please vote. Motion passes, yes. The next item is item number 8, and it's the appointment of directors to the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Bus Service LGC Board of Directors. Do I hear a motion to approve and second? Move and a second. Thank you. Please vote. Item number 9 would be Mayor Stoker.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I move approval of the fiscal year 2018 goals related to compensation for the President and Executive Director.
Second? Oh, I'm sorry. And there is a second, so please vote. Motion passes. We will, that's the last of our individual items, so we will go back to our public comment period. And the speaker is Devos Christian. Thank you, Mr. Christian. I can read your mind.
Good evening. First of all, I want to say thank you. Each and every one of you. I heard our voices. System of 504, you did away with it. We appreciate that. Also, I want to say thank you, Assistant of the deductibles, dealing with the insurance. Going forward into next year, we've done away with the deductibles, the system of the insurance. We had operators that were driving the buses and the trains that wasn't taking the medication that could provide the amount of money that they was asking for. Consistent of the deductibles dealing with the insurance. So thanks to you, Mr. Muhammad and this group, and to you, would like to say thank you for making it more reasonable the more respectful for the operators to provide the job description and the job duties consistent with the medication that they're able to get out. One issue that we have ongoing is still consistent of sleep apnea. I'm hearing consistent that it's federally regulated. That's not true. And in my opinion, volunteers consist of corporations, companies, strictly voluntarily. So if it's strictly voluntarily, we're requesting that if you're requesting that the employees go through sleep apnea test, we have no problem with that. One thing we're asking that you make it feasible and you be held accountable for payment consistent of that. Also, there are issues consistent of the machines. All the employees cannot sleep with a mask and a tube, laying on the side of the bed. We're asking for other items consistent of sleep apnea, the mouthpiece, the nose piece. We're requesting that if their doctors recommend it, the law be obligated to fund it. And once again, we appreciate you hearing our voices, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. That's our last speaker. Before we adjourn, I did want to do a couple of announcements that we weren't able to get to in the community hall. Happy birthday, Lisa Smith and Reese Stoker on their birthday. I want to remind you to mark your calendars. Our board workshop will be in February 3rd, one is due. The Trinity Railway Express Advisory Committee meets at 2:30 on Thursday, November 15th at the ITC in Fort Worth. The General Counsel Search Ad Hoc Committee will be on Friday, November 16th at 9:30. And the Dark Holiday Party will be December 1st at the Hyatt Regency. Reception is at 6, dinner is at 7, there'll be dancing, and the tickets are $30 per couple, which is more than reasonable. And so if you're interested, contact Nancy about that, if you're interested in attending. The last but not least, of course, is have a happy and safe Thanksgiving to all of you. And our next board meeting will be on December 11th. So we won't be seeing you for about a month. And having announced all those things, we are formally adjourned and have a good safe Thanksgiving.
Ms. William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We love comments. If you don't like the way Dart is handling things, lay it out for everyone to see. If you like or hate this video, tell us. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, tell us. We even love it when you call. Better yet, like or follow us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube and get instant notices of all our videos.